Sorry.
Why do you apologize? You're just like, I'm sorry.
She's training how she fights.
He's training how she fights.
It's the home intruder. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Training how you fight.
I would actually.
I don't want to do this.
I like hesitated, okay? That's why I said sorry.
Get down in the car, one time give it all, bust it open hard, let me see you job. Get down in the car, one time give it all, bust it open hard.
What's up, guys? I'm here with Levi from B&T, and we have some of their PCCs here. So we have the APC9, the APC9 SD, and the SPC9. Now, I am a huge B&T fan. I am not paid by B&T in any way, but I am a huge fan, as you probably could tell by my content.
Yep.
We currently have a GHM9 at the moment and an APC223. But anyway, so Levi's gonna run us through kind of these guns right here and explain them in more detail.
Cool. So we have, if any of you have been watching her channel or are familiar with B&T, we are firearms that are made in Switzerland, Switzerland, designed in Switzerland as well as with our suppressors. We have our flagship submachine gun. This is the APC9. This is the APC9 Pro. It has folding, non-reciprocating charging handles. It takes our B&T magazine, which is the Steyr pattern, the TP9, MP9 magazine. It's compatible with all of our pistol caliber carbines. This APC9 was developed in 2010 and has been kind of the solution for the problems that kind of came up with the MP5, and it kind of modernized that platform to a new, refreshing standard of reliability, durability, and just, for me personally, a lot of the good aesthetics department, which I think you've talked about too.
So the more I think about it, the APC9 is really the modern MP5. Now I know there's a lot of MP5 lovers out there, and I myself love the MP5 as well. I even have my Zenith ZF5K over here. I don't know if that's on screen. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that has been an amazing platform. I love it. It is so fun to shoot. Ultimately, I think the MP5 is outdated and really just needs to be retired. And, well, I don't know if I would say retired, but it really just needs to be put in its place as a fun range toy. That's just my opinion. Let me know if you agree with that down in the comments below. Aside from all the great things that the MP5 offers, it has a lot of flaws, such as the design is just overall a heavier design. It lacks a last round bolt hold open. Also, the fact that the bolt release has to be operated by the charging handle. And also, something I recently found out is that MP5s can be picky with ammunition, and specifically flat nose ammunition. So although the MP5 is timeless, yes, I do think it has ran out of time to modernize. And I think that's really where the APC9 comes into play.
Coming along the same lines of the APC, the kind of gold gun that a lot of people really like to gravitate towards is the perceived ultimate edition of the APC, which is the SD version. There's a lot of nomenclature out there surrounding the SD terminology, and a lot of that has been around the fact of if a suppressor is underneath a handguard, it's considered SD. When
Honestly, I used to think that.
Yes.
To be fair.
The original SD patterns are truly ported barrels with a reflex suppressor over that barrel. So what it does is it takes your supersonic standard ammunition and bleeds that gas out right at the ports near the beginning of the barrel. So it will bleed out into the suppressor, and before that round leaves the end of the muzzle, or the end of the suppressor in this case, it is subsonic. But
And
yes.
the fact that you don't have to buy subsonics, like, they're so expensive.
Yep, and exactly, depending on the company, and there's some really great subsonic ammo out there, but I'm the same way. Sometimes you don't want to spend all the money on the subsonic ammo. So up front, yes, you're spending a lot more money on an SD integrally suppressed firearm, but the perk is you can just run all your run-of-the-mill ammunition in there. APC series really started out as it was a solution to the MP5, the shortcomings. As great as the MP5 is, and as much as a fan personally I am of the MP5s, like most people typically are, the APC solves a lot of problems that would come up with the MP5. One of the biggest being modularity. From the ground up, the APC series was designed as a weapon system that could be changed for whatever mission was required or requested. From stock down to the variation of the barrel, length of barrel, lowers, all of that, you can have a lot of compatibility on what your mission set is. And that's what the APC serves and it succeeds in doing.
Someone who shoots guns a lot, I go through a lot of ammo. One day I'm stocked up, the next day I'm struggling to find enough ammo to fill like a single mag. But those days are behind me because I use Ammo Squared. They are America's ammunition reserve. All I have to do is choose the caliber that I actually shoot, set a monthly budget, and then just let it build up over time. Ammo Squared has multiple climate-controlled facilities around the US, so your ammo stays fresh until you ship it. Ammo Squared also lets me switch out my ammo. So let's say I've got plenty 22, but not enough 50 cal. Ammo Squared's got me covered. So huge thanks to Ammo Squared for supporting the channel and also keeping me stocked up on ammunition.
Why the SPC? Why? That's Tanner's everyday question. And so the SPC was formed because of a request that B&T received. Certain outfits that requested a training rifle that had many features of the rifles that they had. For instance, the 416, very similar charging handle, T-style charging handle. Wanted to have some of the features that were included on those for familiarity with those platforms, AR-driven or AR gas-driven, piston-driven type weapons.
Yeah, just allows for like, I guess, easier adoption.
Exactly, easier option. And one of the biggest things was easier on the wallets for paying for training ammo. It's a lot cheaper to practice with 9mm than it is putting a bunch of rounds downrange with 5.56. The SPC shared, hence the same lower as the APC, so it is the exact same as the APC series. The main difference is just the upper. So with the SPC, you have a T-style charging handle. You have a more MP5 forward style charging handle. It doesn't lock up into the 10 o'clock position, but it is very similar to the APCs in that it is non-reciprocating and it folds.
It's crazy how so many people, like, if the charging handle is reciprocating, like, it's like a deal breaker. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's so interesting how some people are like that.
Yep.
So I think that's very important.
Yes.
I mean, I get it. But I think it's awesome that you guys have non-reciprocating.
Yes. Given that it's up here,
Right.
similar to an MP5, can you imagine an MP5 having a
Yeah,
reciprocating
for
charging
sure.
handle? That would not be fun because my thumb goes up there a lot. The internal geometry of the SPC, of course, it differs from the APC, so it is its own proprietary platform. And the buffer system, the hydraulic buffer, it's not similar to an AR. It's you notice the back end here. Visually, it looks like an AR. In fact, we have adapters that you can actually run an M4 style buffer tube assembly here. It has a spacer in the rear to fill that gap between our enhanced buffer on the SPC series. So, like the APC, it does have that hydraulic buffer assisted direct blowback operating system. But of course, having a little bit lower of a receiver, very akin to an AR-9. The bolt is very similar to an AR, not one for one. But as to me, this weapon has become, in my eyes, the perfect AR-9.
Now, when we talk about the SPC9, it's pretty interesting that it all started because there was a request for a training platform, and that's how the SPC started. Now, many people are talking about it these days, and it's even featured in games like Ready or Not. Not that I would know because my husband likes to hog the PlayStation. And people love that it's very lightweight, it's very modular. It has the two charging handle options, that side charging handle and the T charging handle. It has great reliability, and it also has the recoil reduction system all in a PDW package. And in my opinion, I don't think it really leaves anything on the table, which begs the question, do I prefer the APC9 or the SPC9? Tanner, he's a APC guy. I think I'm an SPC girl. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do you like that.
So in my experience, because I've shot all these guns a handful of times now, I mean, the SPC it's pretty similar to the APC, but it's also very different as well. It's got a lot of similarities, but a lot of differences. And I think I prefer the way it feels in my hands better. And maybe because I'm more, I guess, used to like AR-15 style, functions. But I personally really do like the SPC. I think adding the option of the side charging handle or like the T charging handle is great. And yeah, there's probably gonna be people out there, Tanner, who who don't like that.
Don't name drop me.
Okay, Tanner hates the
Don't have
T-charging handle.
He doesn't even look at his target. He looks at the T-charging handle. I gotta defend this because nothing else matters besides the ergonomics of a gun. Side charging is beautifully fine. If you like T-charging handle, there's legitimately something wrong with you. You're probably a Democrat. There's just no reason to have it. It's so close to your face. That's nice. Stoner was wrong.
Noted. I will pass it up the chain.
Stoner was wrong.
It seems like the products that you make all come from, like, what? What'd you say, Tanner? Love? No, like,
They do come from love. We do love you here at B&T. We do love you.
they come from, like you said, recommendations or
Contracts and tenders.
Yeah. So it's like people are wanting something like this, and so you make it, right?
Yep.
It's not just like, oh, this sounds cool, right? It's like, no, we actually have someone who's wanting this. There's a purpose behind it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well, and to that point, to your point as well, at the same time, we do things because we can at the same time.
Right.
But the majority of these, exactly when people talk about the different features or they say, oh, why did they do this? It was because it was spawned from a very real need or desire or request.
Yeah. So that's why the T-charging handle's there, Tanner.
We didn't consult with Tanner, which going
Should've.
forward, we really should consult with Tanner. It's invaluable how much he gives to us.
Now, to Tanner's point, some people may think that the T-charging handle is a redundant design, and in his opinion at least, it is the worst feature of an AR-15. However, I like having both of those options because it's really nice being able to just hand that platform to anyone, and whether they have experience with an AR-15 or an MP5, they already have the skills and the muscle memory to be able to run that gun efficiently. So when it comes to having both the side charging handle and the T-charging handle, I don't think it sacrifices anything to have both of those designs on the same platform.
Yeah, so I really do like the SPC. I mean, the APC is iconic. Like, it's great. There's nothing wrong with it. But I do like the SPC.
The SPC series has quickly become a very sought-after weapon. The more that the news has gotten around about it and the more that people have shot them and gotten that experience, it's like me, like many other people are having the same conundrum, which is, do I go with an APC or do I go with an SPC? Because they're both different and they're both great for their own reasons.
Yeah.
The SPC has grown on me personally quite a bit, and the more I shoot it, the more I love it. It is a wonderful weapon.
Now, I do have to bring up one thing because I feel like people will talk about it.
Mhm.
You cannot put a folding stock on this because of the buffer tube.
Correct.
So that is a con.
Correct.
It is a con.
And a lot of people do ask. They say,
Yeah.
why SPC? Like Tanner, why SPC? Why do that? You have a folding stock, a flat back receiver that has a hydraulic buffer inside the rear. You can fold the stock. Why do that? Because someone had a need for it. Someone wanted that.
Yeah, and I think that stock is superior.
Mm-hmm.
So there are some things to note on B&T moving into 2026. They are streamlining their models in order to help with production times. They are limiting SKUs and optimizing production for accessories, so it will help production time and lead to more opportunities to customize down the road.
Having the Swiss and having here in the U.S., there's a lot of things, there's a lot of gears that move, and we are one company, and we try our best to make sure that you can have what you want. And in order to do that, we are changing things in a way that we can fulfill things a little bit faster.
Well, huge thanks to Levi for coming out, bringing these guns so we can test them, look at them, shoot them. I don't even know. Enjoy the things, right? B&T, okay, I'll be honest. I wouldn't do this with every single company. There's a select few that I would come out and do a range day like this with. So I'm not, like I said earlier, not paid by B&T, but I am comfortable shilling for B&T because and we love B&T, so just got to put that out there. But thanks for coming out.
It's tough to honor.
Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, put down, I can't talk. Put down, cut.
She's a YouTuber for a living.
I do this for a living, man. I can't even do it right.
Press all the digital buttons. Control Alt Delete.
Oh my gosh.
Hack the
Okay.
mainframe.
Oh, we can park below.
We can. Want to make sure we got this out of the way. So there's about 700,000 Swiss franc in here.
You counted this time, right?
Yes, I did. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that to the car and make. Ready. All right, you got the cameras running?